It was a day that I was intending to go for a long run, but today I had registered to do like a group 10-kilometer run. In my mind, I knew it was really going to be 10 kilometers and it was going to be a very smooth terrain. I thought I'm just going to go whiz through and then I come back. But then as I woke up in the morning, the first thing that was happening, it was raining. And I thought, this is going to be an interesting one. But I prayed, I said, God, I really want to have a dry day as we go into the rest. So we did. As I got there, we started going. It was along this canal. So we were running just next to it. You see like a river and all these boats. And then about 8 kilometers of the run was basically up the hill. You can see all my feet, how I'm looking like those are my running shoes. Is all been like crazy, just like horrendous, but I made it. That was my running number. I made it on time. I was able to get myself in just after an hour, so I'll get you my running ticket. See, I'm still having all the sweat with me, so that's like my running ticket there. It's a so I did 1 hour and 5 minutes and 47 seconds, and I maintained a pace of 5.52 minutes per kilometer, which for me is pretty much impressive. So that was the first group ever run, 10K run that I've ever done. I used to do like park runs when we lived in the previous city we lived in, but since we moved, I've never done like any group runs at all. I'm always a lone ranger. I always go for my own individual runs. I do like run by myself quite a lot, but today was the day when I've done these. And we were 400 people that were running, and out of 400 people I was position 133, which is not too bad for my first race. And then in my category, I was position number 3. So they've categorized it according to the age. So in my age group, I'm not going to tell you my age, but in my age group, I was actually position number 3, which is really pretty impressive. So I've gone for this run today. As I was saying, I did like this not competitive really, but it's like just a group run, which is something that I haven't done before, and being able to get myself onto the run and in my category being number 3, that's really incredible. So maybe next time, if I go again next year and decide to do a bit more faster run, I might as well be number 1. Who knows? But the most interesting bit about it is that I got a present. They gave me like a Prosecco. I don't drink alcohol, but because they said it was my first ever run to go, and I don't know. And the most interesting thing as well was I was the only person of color. So there was nobody else there. My brothers and sisters, where are you? What are you doing with your weekends? It's good to really try to get out and exercise. I was the only person of color in the whole run. In those 400 people, out of 400 people, 399 were not people of color. Out of those 400 people, I was the only one, and out of my category of my age, I was number 3. Oh my word! This is something I need to celebrate, even though I look horrible. If you look at my shoes, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it looks really horrendous. It was really such a horrible run, going through the hills and the valleys, and oh my word, I've never done anything like that in my life. But praise the Lord. I got it done and dusted. One thing down my to-do list. Yeah, 1 hour, 5 minutes was the time. And now I have a good excuse. I'm going to go home. I did a shower in the morning, but I just wasted my water and my soap and my body oil because that was not necessary because of all that rain and everything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back home into the house. I can see some of you live. I was just explaining what has happened to my weekend. I decided to go for a long run. I usually do long runs anyway on the weekend. It's not strange, but I did a group run. So I've never done a group run in many years now. Maybe the maximum I've ever done for a group run is usually 5 kilometers. So I did 10 kilometers of a group run. When I signed up, they said it's 10 kilometers. I was like, yeah, 10 kilometers Saturday for me, count me in. Only to realize it was actually 11.3 kilometers. It was in such a terrible terrain, running next to the stream, and you're seeing the river and it's all muddy. We're waddling in the water. We went uphill. I think 8 kilometers out of the 11 kilometers was really uphill. And then when I got to a point, it's just like, I didn't realize I'm a very competitive person. I thought, like, I was talking to some ladies and they were like, oh, the only person you need to compete against is yourself. And I said, yes, of course, I compete against myself. But one thing I kept telling myself as I was doing the run is nobody's going to come after me and pass me. I was really determined to pass the people that were ahead of me. And I kept on going. So now I've got to go to the house, try to clean up my shoes, try to make them look a little bit better. If I show you how they look like from those horrible terrains, I need to go and wash those shoes and sit back and have an excuse to lay in bed and do nothing for the rest of the weekend. For those of you who've been live today with me, thank you so much for the continued support. For those who've liked this already, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. For me, that's me from my adventures of running. I'm sorry, but this is just funny. Like the way I'm just feeling sorry to myself because I woke up in the morning, went through all the pain to take a shower, to apply oil on myself, only to end up in a mess like this. What a waste of my water. What a waste of my soap. What a waste of my body oil. Jesus. Anyway, let me go have a shower and then see what the day brings. But that was me today, my experience, 10K ever group run, and being number 3 in my category. That's awesome. I feel really good about it and so grateful. And so yeah, I'll catch up with you guys again very soon. Have an awesome day. God bless you. Much love from me. That's not gonna be yeah, and then I will definitely catch up with you very soon. God bless and much love. Bye bye.